Hey guys, Biggie here, and I wanted to make a video talking about what exactly LoreRim is, and I thought the best way to do that would be to kind of just play the first few minutes, and while I'm playing this, I'm just gonna go and describe everything in this list to the best of my ability because there is a lot to cover. This is quite a hefty list. Every aspect of the game has been completely overhauled, from character customization all the way to the cities and quests. So starting off, obviously you have all of the playable races here, and I've made sure that there's a ton of character customization for each one of them, and this includes the beast races. So you get some cool things like the Argonians, for example, have these nice whiskers here, and these have SMP effects, so they'll move around. The Khajiit are going to have lion mane hair, and this is also SMP hair. Uh, you will have tons of character presets to choose from, and these are actually all created by the community specifically for LoreRim. So there's a lot of cool stuff to choose, and this list will keep on growing. Tons of hairstyles, especially for the females. As you can see, 1,361 hairstyles. Can't find something in there, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure even more will get added in the future. So I'm gonna just change the eye color, I think. So again, tons of different eye colors to choose from. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Let's go with this. And in the paradigm alternate start, you get to choose an archetype. The archetypes just determine your starting gear and potentially starting spells. So they don't have any impact on stats or anything like that. That comes separately. So as a dark elf, let's go with Nightblade. You can choose Ralof, Hadvar, or Alone. I'm going to go with Ralof. You can choose Vampire, Werewolf, and I'm going to choose none. Unless you're a very experienced Requiem player, I don't recommend choosing either of those. Sometimes coin won't get found quick enough. It's safe to skip. It's just one little thing that the MCM recorder enables or disables. Jeez. Alduin is loud. Oh, the MCM is still going. Now, by default, survival mode is turned on, but just for the purposes of this, I'll get that disabled. All of the NPCs, or almost all of them, are going to be overhauled, thanks to a user by the name of Disclo. So, pretty much all the vanilla characters and even the modded add-on characters are going to be drastically overhauled to look a lot more realistic. Now, this is a Requiem list, as I mentioned. There we go. We'll start off the Requiem installation. So it does have a lot of early game difficulty, but you can definitely overcome that difficulty. Requiem will give you 3 starting perks. You can distribute these as you want. Now, LoreRim also has a lot of modern mechanics tied together with Requiem mechanics and old school RPG mechanics. So, for example, you can actually dodge. It is perk locked to this perk right here. But if you pick that perk up, then you can actually dodge with the left alt key by default. It also has MCO, or Modern Combat Overhaul, along with stances, so you have different animations that you can choose from. And I try to make sure that all of them are grounded in reality, that nothing is kind of feeling out of place. You also have a dual wield pairing, so it's kind of hard to show now because I just have a dagger. But you do have the ability, like if you want to be a spell sword. Actually, I can show it off right here. I'm in testing purposes mode right now, just for the purpose of the showcase. If you press V by default, you can dual wield block. This is changed in the dual parry ini settings. Target lock by default is going to be your side mouse button 5. And then on top of MCO, you have Sekiro Combat S, which lets you parry attacks. Combined with Requiem's regular block tree, it is possible to be very good at blocking. Let me take this. Let's band it out first. It's very good to be able to block magic with your shield, things like that. Oh man, she's really gonna block. There we go. Now, first-person players, don't worry because you also have new first-person stances. Where is... So you get first-person animations for magic, for... She spoke too soon. You get first-person animations for magic, for combat, and you can even see your body in first person. Along with IED with some physics there. As you can see, my potions are jiggling around as I walk around. Pretty awesome. I tried to make this as good visually as I possibly could while still being as performance friendly as I can. This list has been heavily optimized, and there are a number of performance options that you can enable via the or not the MCM, via MO2. Speaking of MCM though, if you do get that coin error, just go to settings and just untick this. That's all that MCM did, just so you don't auto sell your coins. By default, the ENB is Ebony ENB with my own reshade for it. You have Nature of the Wildlands for the trees, which have also been optimized, so the textures have been reduced in size, but I don't think it really impacts the visual fidelity. You of course have LODs. Change the weather to be a little nicer, so you can see the water reflection, very dependent on the weather. How's it going, sir?
All right.
Now you might be able to see them there. Yep, there's one right there. You have animated ships, and I'll cover more of the immersion stuff. Also, by default, you can't see someone's name until you talk to them. But every NPC has been given a name. A really big focus of this list was role-playing. So there's going to be a lot of role-play elements when it comes to dialogue, what you can do in the world, things like that. With Requiem, you can also choose a starting standing stone. And you can read here, you're basically locked within a group. So this is the birth sign system that kind of replaces the standing stone system. So just go with the thief. You can change between groups, but you cannot change out of the group. For roads, I have my own simplest road mod. As you can see, the roads are a lot more blended in, not northern roads. But it's kind of hard to explain in such a short video what all this has, because there are over 2,600 mods at this point. Probably more on the way, although with version 1.1 especially, It is mostly feature complete. Every town has been drastically changed. As you can see here in Riverwood, the roofs are a lot different. All the textures for everything are different. The NPCs, again, have been changed. When it comes to NPCs, you have a lot of different dialogue options. I promise, when you're playing this list, you will hear dialogue that you've never heard before. I took dozens of line expansion mods and patched them all together. So there is just a ton of dynamic dialogue that you'll hear between NPCs. There's a ton of stuff that you'll be able to talk with the NPCs about. And just the little things, I added a lot of the base object swapper mods. So for example, this cart here has a blue top, but you might be able to go to a different city and see a cart with a different top, or these flowers come in different shades, things like that. And I also added a lot of little stuff that you can do within the world. So with fishing, for example, you can fish anywhere. Oh, did I not pick up the bait? Oh, there we go. Guess I didn't pick up the bait in time. So you can fish anywhere, and you actually have a little mini game. I'll show you. You have some cool little fishing animations, as you can see. Then you have this little mini game, which I'm really bad at. Okay, I was staring at the fish instead of the blue bar, so yeah, that was on me. Go into the interior so I can show you some more little dynamic stuff. Almost every vanilla quest that has mods available to expand it has been expanded. Here you can see a little fish plate. You said you'll have a lot of different types of plates and whatnot. There's another fish plate.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all.
Even ingredients will come in different sizes. Alchemy tables and enchanting tables will be a little bit different. Those are fish plates, those are regular plates. You have different colors of tankards that you can find. Even different mead barrels. Dolphin, go away.
Can I get you something?
When you talk to the inn person, you can wait for a carriage. You can ask about tavern games. You can play tavern games. You can buy a lottery ticket.
A little coin always greases the wheels. We got rooms and food.
And
I cook. Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? Need a room?
Oh, do I not have?
I'm just a cook.
Wait, do I need to buy
It would seem so.
that first?
A little coin always greases the wheels.
Not letting me play.
Fine. Not my problem.
Oh, because they don't have enough gold. Okay. Well, every now and then you can actually run into gamblers.
Gold solves most
Oh, there we go.
problems,
We can
doesn't it?
gamble with him. Play Prophet's Dice. There we go. Place your bet. Do that. So we rolled a 5. Do I think he's going to get more or less? He's definitely going to get more. I mean, come on, we rolled a 5. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Give me my money. Did I win? I won 5 septims. I want to play again? No, I'm good.
Well, hello.
All right. As I said, almost every single city, actually really every city has been expanded. If I show you the map, you can see there's a lot of new locations as well. So you have Oakwood, you have Granite Hill, Amberguard. Pretty much every city from the Elder Scrolls Arena has been added back in. Fargrand Village. Let me go to Windhelm. I'm gonna COC Windhelm Stables. Windhelm is always the an area that's really iffy to COC to. See the interior lighting. As I said, there are a bunch of survival elements enabled by default. You can't fast travel. Even if you disable survival mode, you actually need to craft travel packs, or you can buy them from the innkeepers. This little indicator here is Requiem's own lock bashing mechanic. Lock bashing is based on a combination of your health and stamina. So if I actually do player dot set actor value health 200, and now it turns green. I can lock bash it. Lock bash it with my fishing rod. Even Windhelm, as you can see here, Windhelm is going to be massively expanded, even starting from the bridge outside. The interior is going to be very large, because I used the Capital Windhelm expansion as well as Capital Whiterun expansion. And then for Falkreath, Morthal, Dawnstar, and Winterhold, is a combo of the Great Cities and Cities of the North. Riften uses the Riften overhaul. A lot of these smaller towns actually have a combination of spaghettis mixed with the great towns. Solitude uses the great cities mixed with Redbag Solitude. And Markarth also has a combination of Sky City as well as Markarth Exterior. What's it called? Markarth Exterior Expansion? Oh, a Death Hound. A Gar. We're just gonna yoink this. I mean, I'm a Dunmer. I get to yeah, fishing rod. Fishing rod looks hilarious. I have added a bunch of lore creatures such as Gars, Alets, Vardvarks, Ogres, tons of other stuff into the world. It'll definitely feel super alive. Bandit Explorer. Actually, oh, it's not gonna let me. Normally, from regular horses, I mean, of course, this is not a regular horse. From regular horses, you can actually cast magic. Get out of here. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, if you have a regular horse, you can actually cast magic from horseback. I guess it doesn't work with Gars, though. Be cool if it did. A short sword, nice. Being a Requiem list, everything is de-leveled. So, a lot of people think Requiem is super difficult, but honestly, I think it's really about progression more than anything else. Let's go to Riften. It's really about progression more than anything else, because at level 1, you'll obviously be weak, but level 10, the world will still be the same, but you'll be stronger. I tried to go for a sense of progression, and that's why I added a lot of tools for you to be able to get stronger over time. So you do have the Destiny skill menu, for example. And starting at level 2, you get a perk point, and then you'll get 7 points that let you eventually choose a class. And these class bonuses are super strong and really let you shape your character. Riften is one of my favorite places on the list. It has a lot of life to it. See these leaves floating around. You got the ships, the docks are expanded. Oh yeah, I do have the Riften docks overhaul. But on top of the docks overhaul, even the interior has been overhauled quite a bit. Most animals that have fluffwork patches are fluffified.
Before I let you into Riften,
New armor types have been distributed to the NPCs, but I tried to go with choices that mesh in really nicely with the overall vanilla theme of Skyrim. I didn't want anything to feel out of place. I didn't want it to seem like certain NPCs had kind of ridiculous armors compared to others.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
Be careful,
Mule
Thieves Guild has Maven
and
Blackbriar
Drip.
on its back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
Mule looks cooler.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
So Riften, as I said, it'll have a lot of little additions with the Riften mod. Both the area down below and the area up above have been expanded. How's it going, Snilf? And actually, I don't have any food, but I even made it so if you do have food, you can give beggars food instead of gold.
Can you spare any coin?
No,
All right.
I'm not gonna give you any coin. For all I know, you're gonna go spend it on food.
Lost.
See, she's mean. Let me go to Winterhold. I know I've showcased some of these cities before, but I really wanted to give you guys a feel, especially those who are maybe new to the channel after seeing the list, a feel for just how massively overhauled these cities are. Also, if you are new to the channel, I wouldn't mind you hitting that subscribe button. It couldn't hurt. So here you have the cities of the north combined with the great cities of Winterhold.
You so much as lift a finger with me.
Now, the really nice thing about cities of the north is that the interiors of the buildings will match the exteriors. So if you go into the Frozen Hearth, for example, it is drastically different. And the nice other thing about this is, since this is the case for Winterhold, Dawnstar, Morthal, and Falkreath, the really cool thing is the other cities, well, especially, yeah, all the other cities have JK's interiors for the notable areas like the inns, the palaces, and stuff like that. So that way, with these, this combination of mods, pretty much all of the major locations
right? What?
are going to be overhauled. So both interiors and exteriors. Places that should look gloomy do still look gloomy. I mean, Winterhold, even though it's massive now, a lot of this is ruins. It's the rubbles of the old capital of Skyrim. This is one thing that I think is really cool. The Winterhold college itself is on this giant glacier now, instead of on a mountain. You can see the plume from Solstheim over there. And why don't I show you guys Raven Rock? COC DLC 2 Raven Rock 01. Hey, I got it right. How about that? Morrowind enjoyers, I think, are really, really going to like exploring Solstheim in this mod list, because there's a lot of things brought back from Morrowind. So you have striding silt striders, as you can see over there. Here you can see a Vardvark. These things are really adorable. More Gars. You have the Nyx Hounds. Even the wild ones have been replaced with new models. Got these little guys, or these Scuttlers or whatever. You'll even find Cliff Racers. NPCs are given gear that is very much tied to their race or culture. As you can see, a lot of these guys are wearing armors of the Lothy stuff, or they'll have Dunmerry clothes. Try to make sure that things don't feel too out of place. And that plume, look at it from right here. That's crazy. Alright, let me show you guys like a smaller town, such as Iverstead, so that you can see that even the smaller little towns or villages have been improved on. It goes without saying, armors, weapons, tons of them are added, including new armor and weapon types. So you'll have spears and javelins, halberds. Like I said, you'll have stance mechanics for as many things that I could find. So again, stances, you can switch up your animations. Everything will, for the most part, be as realistic as I could get it. Here you can see Iverstead. The bridge is overhauled. The trees are changed. The buildings have been expanded. There's more stuff. Although this needs to connect to the house. Hey, I never said I don't make any mistakes. I never said that. You guys got the wrong guy. Added some new signs. Courtesy of WizKid and Sky King. I mixed and matched those signs. Now I really have to show you guys Solitude. So if you've stayed so far for the video, shout out to you guys, because what you're about to witness, if you haven't seen this already through my streams or something like that, man, how funny it would be if I just crashed right here. What you guys are about to witness, crash. Solitude. Like I said, I combined red bags with the Great City of Solitude. And then on top of all the new NPCs that are added throughout the world, and the new animated ships, this is really a treat for the eyes. Halfengar guards ripped out. We are at the docks. Look at that. I mean, I just think it's really awesome that all this is possible. I just think it's really awesome. So how would I summarize LoreRim and what it is and what it's about? Really, there's so much that I haven't covered in this video. This mod list has so many things added, but none of them will hopefully feel out of place. I've designed this list really in a way that tries to get you guys to re-experience Skyrim as if you're playing it for the first time again. So the focus is not to add DLC-sized quest mods and new places that are just made up. It's really an ode to Elder Scrolls lore in expanding everything within Skyrim to remain true to that lore. All the weapons you find, all the spells you find, and everything like that, the creatures that you run into, pretty much everything has a basis in lore, and it's things that should have been in the game. The cities are brought back to the scales that you saw in Oblivion. They actually feel like true cities. The world is much more dynamic. There's more things to do. Lots of ways to progress and make your character stronger. That guy. So hopefully you guys will be able to check this out. Like I said, there's a lot of performance options available. So if you guys are worried about not being able to run this list, there's people who are able to run it pretty comfortably on slightly lower end PCs. Probably can't run it on a full potato, but honestly, there's people who are reporting being able to run it with 6 gigs of VRAM at, you know, slightly lower resolutions with some of the performance stuff turned on. I am streaming this, or not streaming, I'm recording this in 4K. So, you know, Mark Arthlods were never that great. But I'm streaming this, or I'm again streaming. I'm recording this, I can talk, in 4K.
Gods. Are you alright? You see what
This guy.
Oh, I think you
And, you know, we're running it pretty comfortably with no FPS issues at all. So yeah, guys, make sure to check it out. If you haven't already endorsed the Nexus page, we're trying to get mod of the month. That'd be really awesome. And this list is still, you know, I'm still finding bugs here and there and just fixing things, but it is feature complete. It is in a complete state, hence its version 1.1.2 right now. You should be able to complete the quests without issues. All the main features that I plan to add are added, and things will just keep getting fleshed out. And I hope that the updates will remain safe. Let me know, guys, what you think of LoreRim, and I'll catch you guys next time.